Just tell us then, that video, does it show your soldiers executing Tamil prisoners?
I think it's a matter for laughter. The Sri Lankan army never engaged with the Tamil civilians. Our fight was against the LTT terrorists. And as it was said by that gentleman, we do not know where this shooting took place. We do not know the location, we do not know the time, we do not know the date. We do not know who the killers are or those people who are wielding the guns. We do not know who they are.
They appear to be wearing Sri Lankan military uniforms.
It is common knowledge that the LTT has been seen masquerading in Sri Lankan uniforms worn by the army. There was one instance in Century where after the combatants were killed, they clothed them with school uniforms. So LTT is well known for this kind of disinformation.
But isn't the problem, because you haven't allowed journalists independent access, you won't allow an inquiry into whether or not war crimes were committed, these kinds of allegations are surfacing and we can't verify them?
Right. Now, it is not accurate when you say that we do not allow journalists. Journalists are there.
Excuse me, I was taken with the UN Secretary General
Right.
Ban Ki-moon
Right.
to Manic Farm
Right.
and taken to a show camp.
Right.
And this was extremely controlled access. We flew over the conflict zone.
Right.
We were not allowed to land.
Right. You might have been taken there, but I have used my discretion, and I have sent over to Sri Lanka journalists from Daily Telegraph, Mail on Sunday, and various other institutions. So when somebody says that journalists are not allowed, that is not true.
But why will you not allow a proper UN inquiry into whether or not there were human rights abuses committed by both sides, by Tamil Tigers, and for these investigations, these allegations to be investigated?
The Tamils are now history. Tamil Tigers are history. Now,
well, the Tamil people are not history.
No, we have no problem with the Tamil people. We have no issue with the Tamil people. For there to be an investigation, there has to be well-documented evidence of human rights violations. And I, as somebody who is in the know of what's going on, would refute any allegation that there are human rights violations in Sri Lanka. Merely because somebody wants to have an investigation into what's going on in Sri Lanka, my government would not accede to that request. But there are journalists, the UN is there, the ICRC is there, some French organizations are there. There are Sri Lankan NGOs who are operating in the camps. So it is not kind of a closed circuit that has been pursued.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us with your perspective.